Hello, everyone. So, what a day. Ooh, I'm done reacting because, oh, I got something in my eye. Sure, professional already. Uh, the trailers are just phenomenal. Blizzard, again, great job. But let's get on to some information. They previewed a couple of zones. One has like an eclipse the entire time. Beautiful zones. You guys will not be disappointed. If you like the way Legion looked aesthetically, Battle for Azeroth is going to be even better. But let's get into some of the information that they gave us. So some of it's going to be coming in the pre-patch, and some of it will be during the expansion. So in the start of the expansion, it sounds like there's the battle for Lordaeron, which we saw from the cinematic trailer. The Horde burned down Teldrassil. Yep, they did. So the Alliance thus attacks Sylvanas in Lordaeron. It's still kind of unsure of who threw the first punch. It could be Sylvanas as payback for what Gen did. Again, Gen in the trailer. Ooh, so proud to be a Worgen. To main a Worgen just because of what Gen looked like. And I know a lot of people have mixed views about Gen. Some call him a warmonger. He kind of is. Sylvanas kind of has it coming a little bit. Just a little bit. But there's like this all-out war. And I'm surprised, actually, that they didn't... I'm surprised they didn't go with N'Zoth. As some people who are subscribed to me know, that I thought this was going to be N'Zoth, with the other half of the expansion being about the war between the Horde and the Alliance. I thought it was going to branch off. But they said, you know what, let's do one, then the other. Happy they did it. I'm very happy that they went this way. All my N'Zoth stuff just carries over the next expansion. The Twilight Empire, still a good name, so I'll carry all that over the next expansion, but for now we got to focus on this war. So there's no external threats, it's just us. So basically the Horde controls the entirety of Kalimdor, and the Alliance will control the Eastern Kingdom. Not sure how the battle for Undercity goes. I'm assuming it's not going to go well for Sylvanas. She might have to bail out, and then that's when we meet. So let's talk about where we meet. So there's Kul Tiras. Congratulations, guys, we got it. We got that, and we got Zandalar. Didn't think we were going to get both. I speculated that it was either going to be underground or in Kul Tiras. And, well, we got Kul Tiras and we got Zandalar, which was awesome. So this is the Alliance-only continent. Tiragard Sound, Stormsong Valley, those are two of the three zones that you'll be in. Tiragard Sound, of course, being the capital of Kul Tiras. The leader of this zone is Catherine Proudmoore, Jaina's mom. We get to see Jaina's mom. By the way, Jaina in the trailer again looks good. She looks good. I don't want to talk. There's not too much information on these videos. I'm assuming that the demos will be on YouTube soon. I highly recommend going to watch them. I watch them in about 25 minutes each. But like I said, aesthetically the zones are beautiful. The Horde continent, the Horde only continent, is Zandalar, which gives you Zuldazar, Nazrium, and Zul'Dun. Could be saying those all wrong. Probably did. Sometimes my pronunciation of words, people don't like it. But basically, they kind of went in deep into what these zones are. So, for example, Zuldazar is the capital of the Zandalari trolls, which are a playable race for Horde. Horde, I give you guys a lot of praise. You get Nightborn, you get Zandalar, and you get the High Mountain Torn, which kind of look like regular Torns. The Alliance, of course, only gets, so far, the Lightforged Draenei, the Dark Iron Doors, which are basically recolors, and Void Elves, which looks really good. There's also the Horde continent. Another of the Horde zone is Nazrium. Before the Cataclysm, it was like a lush forest, but now it's like a festering swampland. The Blood Trolls live there, which sounds really good, right? There's also this ancient Titan facility that's there, and it contains the key to destroying all life on Azeroth. I think this is where one of the raids are going to take place. We'll talk about that a little later. So basically, we have the main heroes. Thrall and Sylvanas Windrunner. Anduin Wrynn, Jaina Proudmoore. And you get to also explore the story of Vol'jin. But one thing they didn't tell us is what Thrall's doing. I thought Thrall was kind of taking a bit of a back break, but it seems like he's back out of the shadows and into it, and you know, we're always thrilled to see Thrall. As long as he doesn't take our kills anymore, I'll be happy with him. So there's 6 zones spanning 2 continents. You'll level up in each of your faction zones, and you can explore the rest of them at level 120. leveling 10 levels in 3 zones. These either have to be massive zones, or you're going to level up really quickly. Quick being a relative term. And there's like this huge war campaign that's going to take place throughout the expansion, and you're going to be able to participate in that either in PvP or PvE. We'll get to that a little bit later. Of course, you'll get world quests and emissaries at 120. So the allied races, let's go a little bit more into them, because I talked a little bit about them. And then there's going to be more later, and here's hoping for Vicruel humans. Please, Vicruel, allied race, please. Blizzard, I don't ask for much. I just want Vicruel so I can faction change or race change everything that's not Worgen. These allied races will begin at level 20, unless you race change or faction change. If you level them to 110, though, when you start at level 20, if you level it to 110, you'll get like a heritage armor that has like it's not plate, leather, mail, it's just cosmetic. So you can put it on any character you want. I'm assuming within that faction. They also did a little bit of leveling improvements. So Burning Crusade is 60 to 80. Northrend's 60 to 80 as well. So you can kind of pick and choose a little bit, which is good. Kind of weird, though, because I'd like to see the story, like, go in like the right direction. But it's old world stuff. People just want to grind through it. Just get through it. It's good. Applies to dungeons as well. This will start in 7.3.5 before the launch of Battle for Azeroth. Now they talk about the heart of Azeroth. Now this is what I guess I'm going to try not to put spoilers from the end of Legion here. Basically something happens and we get to kind of go into the heart of Azeroth. We get an artifact quest. We get a new artifact called the Medallion, or an artifact medallion. And this is something I called as well. Of course, a lot of people called it. I'm not saying I'm special. But what I'm saying is I thought it was going to be like a neck. It makes sense that if it wasn't something that isn't a piece of your armor, would have liked to have seen a helmet, but helmets are a little bit harder to do, as I talked about in a previous video. So we have to, I guess, kind of replace our weapons with them. They say that we're getting a proper send-off. So going to be a little sad I keep doing this. I get a little bit sad to lose my Claws of Ursoc. But again, we have to keep the story going. We have to keep everything moving. So while it's kind of no loss, like sayonara, I get to keep my werebear form, so I'm happy with it. You'll be able to access the tiers in like a hierarchy of abilities on expanding rings. So it's going to be sort of like a talent tree, but they said it's not going to be huge. It's not going to be a huge trait tree. It's going to be more smaller, I guess more confined, probably more meaningful, but we'll have to see. They have island expeditions. You get like 3-player cooperative gameplay. It's like, role-playing, sort of, a little bit more role-playing centric. So the islands are going to keep changing, I guess. You're never going to know what you're going to find when you land upon that island. So they're just going to keep changing it, which kind of makes it feel fresh. At least if you landed on that island before, you can go back there and it'll be a little different. Like, for example, you might have some peaceful trolls on the first island. Then you'll be like, okay, there's trolls here. You'll come back the second time. Bam, they're all undead trolls trying to kill you. So at least it's something cool like that. When you assault these islands, though, the NPCs are going to be, they say, the smartest NPCs they put in the game. They're going to be strategic. They're going to have tactics. They're not going to be scripted. And there's also going to be PvP available in that as well. They talked about war fronts, which are a large-scale conflict on the home front. Like back on the mainlands of Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdoms. It's going to be more RTS-like Warcraft 3. A 20-player cooperative faction raids versus NPC armies. Sounds pretty cool. Might be queuable. We'll have to see. You'll get buildable structures, research upgrades, and you'll lead troops into battle. So PvP, of course, wouldn't be a PvP expansion without some new PvP updates. The 2 new arenas, Tiragard and Zuldazar. We have a new battleground called the Seething Shore. So I guess the Horde and the Alliance kind of descend upon Silithus, and they fight over Azeroth on the bubbling surface. Again, kind of a little bit of spoilers, but not too much. The battleground will be releasing in 7.3.5 before the launch of Battle for Azeroth. And there will be also new PvP brawls. So, World PvP is changing a little bit as well. The people that want like PvP, World PvP more, they might be a little more happy. So they're going to get new content like bounty hunting and assassination quests, which will be pretty cool. I'm assuming it's going to play out against NPCs. I don't know if it'll play out against players, but we'll have to wait and see. There'll be bonuses to experience, reputation, and other things while you're questing in this PvP zone. Good. That's something in Legion that I didn't understand. Like, even just going there for the honor, it didn't seem especially as Alliance and Double Battleground week, you just did Battlegrounds. You didn't do these world quests because Battlegrounds give you like 3 times as much. They're trying to build the foundation on to make world PvP great again. That's the last thing they said. There's going to be 10 dungeons that they've announced at launch. That's not including the entire expansion. Yes, I love dungeons. I love me some dungeons. Each faction will have different level up dungeons, and at 120 they will all become available in heroics and mythics. So I guess like Ragefire Chasm is only Horde, only has Horde quests, and Stormwind Keep or the prison, yeah, only has Alliance quests. But at 120, of course, you'll be able to just mix match. Not those 2 dungeons, but it was just an example. They talked about a dungeon that's in Zuldazar. It's like a golden tomb of the Zandalari kings, and they have undead dinosaurs. Excited to see what they look like. A couple of the other dungeons that they talked about was Freehold, Tol Dagor, Wayward Crest Manor, Shrine of the Storm, Siege of Borealis, almost butchered that, didn't. Temple of Sethowis, the Underrot, King's Rest, and Kazan. They talked about the raid, Uldir, which is the Halls of Control. It's going to have 8 bosses. It is a Titan quarantine facility. You'll face off against the source of the Zandalar's corruption. It'll be like the Emerald Nightmare of the expansion. So it's the first thing you do. Who knows what raids are after? It seems like all the story stuff is going to be PvP. Like Horde versus Alliance. But the raids will still be trying to, I guess, get N'Zoth under control. That's what it sounds like. Like Old Deer, maybe we're going down there to try and seal one of N'Zoth's prisons. Because as you know, he's breaking free. That's why we have to hurry up and end this war too. Which either I did it again in Sylvanas' video. I talked about my feelings of how that may end. Either they're both dying or they're both going to be fine. They're going to have to go at each other's throats, kiss and make up. Because we don't have time for this. N'Zoth is going to come whether we want him to or not. And before the Battle of Azeroth expansion is over, we will face off against Azshara. Now this leads to more speculation that, in the hour of her 3rd death, she ushers in our coming. And we still kind of don't know what that is. Some say it's Sylvanas, some saying it's Azshara. But if we're facing off against Azshara, it either means we cornered her or she feels confident enough that she can come out, or she's panicking, she has to set her new boss free. Of course, let's say if Azshara is the last boss of the expansion, she'll release N'Zoth. It'll come down to that. So basically there's a lot of information to be hyped about. This is just the first day. This is just the first day of even announcing this. And I'm hyped. I gotta say, like, everything about this expansion feels like it's gonna be fun, because Legion was really good. So I have confidence that they're gonna be on point again. I'm gonna be getting the collector's edition again, just because I have four behind me. I have another one. It's over there. Don't have it on display yet. But before I go, I think that's about it. I'm gonna do my best to bring more news. After BlizzCon, of course, we'll know more, or maybe tomorrow they'll tell us what the beta is. But you can expect the beta to come out, I guess, halfway when Antorus is done. Antorus will probably last 6 to 8 months. I put the release date of this expansion at July 24th, I think it was, or 21st. It's that Tuesday. That's just a guess. Don't take that as confirmed or not, because every raid lasts, like I said, 6 to 8 months. So it all depends on when they release Antorus. They might be releasing it pretty soon. So get ready for that. Get ready for that announcement soon. But I need to know, which aspect of this expansion are you guys excited for? You excited for boats and raiding? You excited for just to go at the other faction's throats? You excited to see Jaina's mom? You excited to see Jaina? She's happy now. We get to fight. Or are you more curious about the old gods still? Are you still wanting to know what the Halls of Control are? Let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe for more and like this video if you liked it. But hopefully I'll see you guys very soon, and thank you.